Crazy to know who I am, aren't you? All right, I'll show you. There's a souvenir for you. And one for you. I'll show you who I am and what I am.
Look, he's all eaten away.
How do you like that, eh?
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Hello collectors, and welcome to the Discount Action Figure Dude. I am your host Christopher, and we are continuing our journey through the Universal Monsters line. We also have some Jada monsters. These are obviously NECA monsters with the Invisible Man. Now, I could have done something like this and be like, oh, look, it's the Invisible Man. Can you see him? But I didn't do that because that would have been corny. And that's not what the Discount Action Figure Dude does for the most part. Now, here we have, as usual, the boxes of these NECA figures always look good, just like the classic films from which they came. I have no idea which year this movie was released. We're going to guess the late 30s or early 40s. The Invisible Man is played by Claude Rains. That much I do remember. What it looks like from the side and all of the things I guess you can do with your Invisible Man. But yeah, and then of course, you know, as with most of these NECA figures, they slide open for you on-box mint and card collectors, I guess. So you can just look inside the box and see, a little bit of glare there, let's get rid of that. And see all of the glorious things that the Invisible Man comes with. Since we got it out, say we cut this dude open. And here goes our Invisible Man, looking pretty good. Well, actually looking like a guy in a suit with a bandage wrap on. But that's what the Invisible Man is. We also put him on a stand. Mortal Kombat, obviously. That's the McFarlane stand. Because he is having a little bit of trouble staying upright. But that's okay. And he has all of his accessories, which include 2 heads, 5 extra hands, goggles, a beaker, extra noses, because I guess these noses come off. This thing, which looks like some hair. But let's say we take a closer look at the Invisible Man. So we went ahead and put the magic potion in the Invisible Man's hand and put his chemistry book in his hands. We could take a closer look at his formula, but let's take a closer look at this guy. Let's see what he got going on. As you can see, this is one of his invisible heads with, I guess, is his painted nose. And as you can see, he still has blotches of hair which have yet to turn invisible yet, just like the movie. You know, I like how the Invisible Man, even though he is going through it, still manages to put on a suit and tie a tie along with a handkerchief. And he doesn't have the usual shiny patent leather shoes that I'm used to from my NECA figures. But yeah, he's rocking a nice pair of Brogaines. And I guess we could take a closer look. Maybe we can decipher some of the formula which made my man do what he did. Because I think, similar to Hollow Man, if you remember that movie, going invisible seems to make you crazy in the movies. You know, I wonder how come Sue Storm hasn't gone crazy yet. I guess the question is, how do you want to display your Invisible Man? Do you want him holding the beaker with his partially invisible bottom face while looking at his formula? Or maybe you just want him partially invisible, see-through, while holding up a toast of his invisible formula while wearing a pair of his nice yellow gloves, because he has other gloves to wear, such as his other pair of leather gloves. But I think these are the gloves he was wearing when he was about going completely crazy, as compared to the lighter pair of gloves because it makes sense in an older movie. Darker equals more evil. You know, that's just the way old movies are. Heck, all movies. And I think, too, he also has an extra pair of goggles with this head. And then I think, I don't know if the goggles go on or maybe they go just on the top of his head. They don't. Who knows, man? I don't know. Shoot. And here goes the Invisible Man. I think I put his goggles on crooked, but what are you going to do with his extra pair of goggles while wearing his leather gloves? You know, again, like most of these NECA figures, if you really care about their articulation, as I said before, these are display pieces more so than action figures. He has single jointed knees. Probably, you know, he has single jointed arms, but as I said before, you know, the NECA single jointed arms are probably some of the best single jointed elbows probably in the business. He doesn't his double-breasted isn't having an ab crunch or anything like that, but he does have a waist swivel. He has better waist swivel than the old Wolfman back there, that's for sure. And he can move his invisible head around just like so. And if you really want to get down with the invisibleness of the Invisible Man, all you have to do is take off his head, his hands, and now you have the Invisible Man looking like that. You know? Not you, that's not my look. That's the actual look on the box cover they gave that guy. That's where I got that idea from. Or if you really want to get down with the Invisible Man, you just take him away like that now. And now he's totally invisible. We're not gonna do all of that. And here goes the Invisible Man. You know, I never did find a use for all these extra nose pieces for him, and I am not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with this hair piece here, but it is here for him, and this is how I'm going to display my Invisible Man, with his nice dark leather gloves and holding a chemistry book. In case you didn't know, I am a chemist by trade, so there you go, a little something you know about me. Or actually, I used to be a chemist. I'm not a chemist anymore, but I used to be, you know, whatever. Let's not go there. But anyway, yeah, he is an okay looking guy. I gotta admit, he doesn't bring the pizzazz like Michael Myers or Leatherface over there, and he doesn't pull the adorableness like Chucky over here. But as far as being a nice addition to our movie monsters shelf, he is looking pretty good. And we are glad to have him. He will be a nice addition to my movie monster shelf. Like I said, most of these figures I got on sale at Best Buy for around $19. As you well know, NECA figures can run a little bit on the expensive side in the $35 to $40 range, so getting him for $19 is quite a deal. And he comes as per usual, as we expect with our NECA figures, with lots of accessories. He looks great. He'll be looking good on the shelf, and yeah, he would be a pretty darn good value. Darn good value.